Just spirit of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Open to me the gates of righteousness, I shall go into them. Let's try that again. Right on it this time. Poco animato. Ready? Go. Open to me the gates of righteousness, I will go into them. So first soprano. Open the gates of righteousness, I will go into them. That's the melody there. Let's try with tenors. Not loud, it is forte, but let's save it. Go, ready, and go. Open to me the gates of righteousness, I will go into them. You try to be as linear as you can. Soprano for one, you're not getting up to the F on gates. So it's open to me the gates of righteousness. Make sure the F is nice. Once more with tenors, and everyone, their letter Poco animato, ready, and go. Open to me the gates of righteousness, I will go into them. Yeah. And that eighth note is sung, but be careful, there's a diminuendo and it's faster. So that eighth note will not be sung, hopefully, by some of you who aren't fast enough. So make sure. Them all, yeah. And that is a good eighth note I might consider just chopping it off, just finish it. And the M is not going to matter that much. But for now, sing the eighth note, even though it's going to be faster. Okay, good. Let's try it once more, and now we're going to go on. But this time we're going to go on with just tenors and basses, and soprano and alto just audiate until we get to bottom 58. So same place. Poco animato, C major, ready, and go. Open to me the gates of righteousness, I will go into them. All nations gathered together. And let them hear and sing in His country, and let the Lord I will gather all nations.
Look at pretty work.
Wow.
Look at him.
It took 5 measures to stop it. Yeah, we are only going to go down. Good. Good. The dynamic here, check them out, because it's non-intuitive sometimes. You think it should be forte, but it's not at all. Okay, so circle those dynamics. Because again, we're going to need your big voice later for other times. All right, particularly basses, tenors on page 57. All right, now let's do the sopranos and altos. We're going to start top of 57. Here's the D minor, and Bill will play bass tenor, and then upper voices will come in. Ready, and go.
And it shall call
Now we go into B flat and reestablish things. Let's try that again. The beat didn't stay sacred, but I think with the tenors and basses it'll be easier. Here we go. Now let's do everybody. Top of 57. D minor, ready, and go. Let all the nations gather together, and let the nations
go to B flat, we go to B flat major, make sure you all are heading to that tonality. Good. It's easy. Aldous and Sopranos really set us up well for that. That's easy. Good. So it just keeps building and building, and you'll see the marking that Eric has given us. Eric, right? These are Eric's
Yes.
markings?
Yeah.
Forte, non-diminuendo. Now you can sing,
Yeah.
okay? So be careful leading up to that, because if you turn the pages, you will see that there's no let up until the soprano finally, solo soprano comes in on page 67. And the orchestra is going nuts here too, so so save your voices. All right, so why don't we top of 54 to bottom of 58 and try to put all that.
Yay.
Up the rebars from the edge of the page. There seems to be 47 tempos. Let's try, be careful. We need to try to be together. Rhythm is first priority, right? Because all the right notes in the world, all the right dynamics in the world, all the right whatever in the world is going to be worth it. Unless we're at the right time. So try to put that first. Good, let's start at letter Poco Animato, assuming we got there. You see how some of you are still confused. You hear all this other stuff going on. And it is Vaughan Williams' approach. He's trying to create this incredible, overwhelming beauty and richness on page 55. And he does it many other places in the score. But you should not be the one confused, right? You're the one overlaying that component. So make sure you're very secure as to what you're doing. Particularly, first of all, you come in fifth, and I think you're the most overwhelmed by what everyone else is doing. That sounds to my ear anyway. So make sure it's square 37. You have a very solid do, ti, la, sol, fa. It's like these bells are coming in on top of everything else. These first soprano bells are coming in the downward scale. Then righteousness. It's almost like you have the message, the true message to deliver. So just really love that to death, even though it's not loud. But that component is there. Let's start at the Poco Animato nonetheless. Here's C major, page 56, last measure. And the tempo is whatever this red pencil says it is. Ready, and go.
Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them.
Gathered together. Nice. Much better, everyone. Thank you for following. Sopranos and altos, make sure you get the right notes on the page turn 58. and it shall come. Is that right? Some of you sang a scale instead. I think some of you didn't skip up to the end. And it shall come that I will gather all up upon me. Yeah. So make sure that skip is done because you're climbing up the scale, sort of, but mixing the notes up a little. And that'll help. What else? Yeah. So yeah, the texture here is more defined and rhythmic in a sense, and metric in a sense too. So because of the ma pesante and all that, the very strong rhythms. So here it's plus we're hearing the ding 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 ding. Things are very rhythmic. So here's 38. Let's assume we found our way there. Ready and don't sing too loud yet. Here we go. Ready and bass. Let all the nations There tends to be a broadening and a slowing down top of 58 last two bars. The triplet is one of the main culprits, but it's also maybe other things. So make sure you keep the beat because there's this, and it'll help you. You'll love that the fact that it is a faster tempo because vocally it'll be much easier to sing. So yeah, could I just hear? Well, that'll be fine. Just keep it moving though. Some of you are broadening a little bit.
Broadening too much?
Broadening, yeah. Don't broaden.
Okay.
I think he will write in the broadens. He will say, "Okay, time to broaden." You'll know where those places are, but don't add to that.
Okay.
All right, so here's 39 now. Let's see. What shall we do? Let's do the basses. It feels like the basses have their own kind of thing here. Ready and they shall yada by glory, and I will yada by among them, and yeah. And make sure the shuns, you understand the mathematics. We are singing that eighth note, the vowels. Make sure you get off of it. Everyone, nations, bring them together. Now here is, who shall we do? If I remember right, tenors, it's kind of a, what's the game with the dice you put in a barrel? Yeah, it's a bit of a Yahtzee tenor line. Notes going every kind of which way. So let's not do it too fast. Here's tenor slow. Ready and go. They shall come and see my glory. I will set a sign above them. They shall declare the glory of the nations. Yeah, you may not see the patterns there. I want to say there's another place that's worse than that. If I remember right, that's seems not all that hard. But there is a place somewhere in this score where the tenor part just seems to go who knows where. Here's alto and tenor. Ready and go. And they shall come and see my glory. I will set a sign above them. They shall declare the glory of the nations. Nations. Right, if you're going to be precise. I'm overdoing it there with my old one. Nations. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Good.
Corporal altos, the bottom measure on page 59, it goes down from the D, some of you went up. From the top of page 59.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's got some brackets there too, which as an artist, you might want to try to factor in at some point. So here is bass soprano. Bass soprano. Sopranos come in a measure after the bass, obviously. Ready, and go. And they shall come and see my Yeah. And again, try not to broaden. I think you see us where it might feel like it should broaden or slow down or whatever, and a crescendo a bit even there, but keep moving. Let's try everybody. And try to make it simpler somehow, like more linear and less all the way through. Ready? And bass followed by everyone else. Ready? And they shall. Somehow we all arrived at the same note. So alto tenor, your notes seem like random, right? Somewhat.
Yeah.
And why? Why? But the texture and this is 20th century composition. Interesting harmonic fireworks. So just stay on track, and seeing what you see, trust what you see, and commit to what is there. All right. You want to do that one more time?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, this could be easily swept under the rug, and you will not ever feel good about these 2 pages, ever.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if you said, okay, that's really what he wants. Okay, here it is. So try to commit to what's on the page, and I think eventually you go, wow, this is really awesome. So here's bass, ready, and go. And they shall go. And the 4 notes before nations is really cool because we get this chaos, harmonic chaos, and it all converges in a way that does actually, it's making sense now, and wow. So we all come together and become one at 40. So enjoy that convergence with the A flat, particularly with the bass, alto, and then the soprano convergence. Good. Now we have some strong singing on the next 2 pages, but it's easy-ish because we're all in the same notes. But it's quite high for the bass and a little for the alto, and then things get a little crazier going into the next key change. So here we go. Let's try it. Here's 60-61. Save your voices. I think the tonality is easy to pick up on because for 3 bars, you've been in G major in a very easy way. And and there's again convergence there of the bass part catching up to everyone else in the last 3 notes of page 61. Until the last 3 notes, we've been singing kind of at odds. Good. Keep it moving. Again, this heavy vocal style is not going to serve you well. And when you get to the point, you can also observe the brackets in some grouping way. That would be great as well. So let's just try the upper two voices, the last three notes of 60. So shall your seed. Ready and
So shall your seed and your rain
so I wasn't clear. Upper two voices. Upper two voices. Ready and one.
So shall your seed and your rain forever. Remain forever. Remain forever.
Yeah, the last one as we all come together. Yeah, enjoy the way the metric accent changes and shifts. He does that a lot, right? He doesn't stay in 4/4. He gives you 3/4s mixed in on top of others. So enjoy those rests and stuff. That's pretty good. So just so we know, how many first altos do we have? Or is this high, middle, low?
Yeah.
So how many middles do we have? Just two? Did you assign middles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Double check.
Is that what a soprano 2 is?
Middle would be when there's three-part women, you would sing the middle note.
Soprano 2.
Now, when I look at
Well, not
this,
necessarily, there's first altos that were assigned to.
is this high, middle, low here, top of 61, or is this first alto?
I know my friend.
Eric did mark it as high, middle, low.
So it'll be just first altos?
Yeah.
Okay. So first
Unless
altos.
unless there's some second sopranos that want to drop.
Yeah, we could use some nice middle.
Assign the middle, and if this is assigned middle low.
You gotta be at first alto.
We have some people not here that are middles.
What about first altos though?
Yeah, my friend, I know she'll a first alto, so she'll go out there.
Well, let's pass through there again for those that are gonna.
Tim, if this works on the printed score, we should alto and alto one.
Right, yeah.
You got more than we realized, Mark.
So he marked high, middle, low back on 56, but this is not marked.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be first alto.
Okay, first and second alto.
Yeah.
Mark that.
And again, it's so easy to sing if you group it right. If you group it right, it'll feel so vocally friendly. Let's try it with everybody now. We'll do 60. We'll do 60. Just don't blow anything out here. Okay, 60. Ready? Good. Just keep it moving and don't let the basses off-put you. And basses don't let them off-put you. So it just feels like there's a bit of a tug and pull a little bit. So we're not really all feeling it together, the beat, 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 beat. So try to keep very, very steady and seeing what's there, but respect the texture there. Okay, then we go from a 2-beat to a 1-beat triple, a 1-beat compound. So it's tee ta ta tee ta 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 ta. Full rejoice mode. Okay. So here again, to keep it simple, do think of it in 1.
Yeah.
So that it's much easier to sing. Glory to God in the high. It's a sing song. Yeah, even though it's forte and the orchestra's blaring the trumpets. And again, the tenor bass may off-put you because they're going to go into halftime or double time. So here's 41. Lots of buoyance and up singing. So we somehow get an E flat, but it's not our concern. Boy, a lot of you, I can't count on both hands how many
And then goes
fell
back
into
up.
the trap of slowing down.
Yeah.
Hemiola is just ba,
Two
ba,
bars after.
ba, 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 ba. It's over. But you were still on page 63. when we were.
Yeah, notice on 63, Eric has it highlighted.
After 4-2,
Yeah, that would make sense.
bar 42,
Uh,
42. When does it split?
Let's just speak at once. Here we go. Just so you feel it. Say the voices. Top of 62, and try to get the gala before the
Gala.
Yeah, every time there's a gala, make sure the gala is before the downbeat. Ready and soprano tenor, soprano.
Glory to God in the highest.
Reach to God in the heart.
And on earth peace, goodwill to men.
To God in the heart.
And on
And on earth.
earth
Goodwill toward men. To God in the highest. Yeah, it's over. Some of you would still be singing.
Yes, I
So
am. Guilty.
make sure you understand the hemiola, that whole fun rhythmic play. So yeah, the orchestra's just having a whale of a time here. Let's start back at 41. We'll sing it this time. The notes aren't hard, but you do need to be stubborn and hold on to what's written for you. And on earth these altos, top of 63.
Yes.
Love it. Here we go. Keep it easy. Now, next time, don't clobber S. It's God in the highest. So
S is the accent.
there's no accent on it.
We want to make sure we got it.
And the S and the T are the loudest letters in the alphabet, right?
Right.
It's singing.
Yeah.
So, and the air vowel is also kind of a nasty vowel anyway. So, highest. Right? Yeah, I think some of you are like, I made it to the end. Certify me.
Yes.
Are we doing the ST at the beginning of the fourth beat there or no? I'm sorry, the third beat? Est.
If you must know, yes. Highest.
So before the beat.
It's, yeah, you finished by beat 3. In the, well, the third beat of 1. The third of 1. The last third of 1. 1, 2, 5.
And page 62, second system, second bar, the T goes on the eighth rest, right?
Yes, because he's marked it.
He marked an 8th rest, so you have to do the math backwards. Highest and on. It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So you want that eighth rest in there.
Yeah.
The one that's marked.
Yeah, so the T's not going on the eighth rest.
The T is going on the 8th rest.
Okay, that's fine.
Highest Esther.
Oh, got it, yeah,
Here we go, Esther. The Esther would be, but I wouldn't sing that.
no problem.
Highest. It's one of those quickie breaths.
Sure.
Very exciting, yeah.
Second measure on top 63, I have marked out from, it might be from you from before, of that eighth note in the second measure. Is that still marked out, or do we?
No, it's
sing
still
it?
sung.
We sing
It's
it.
sung.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's restored, I'm not sure why. It's
Wanna make
not
sure.
too important, but yeah. So sopranos in particular, the third bar of 42, bottom of 63, when you go to that high E flat, that's kind of a climactic moment, and the hemiola, the effectiveness of the hemiola is kind of in your hands. Make sure you're ready for that. B flat, please. B, is that a B? Is that a B flat? Glory to God in the highest.
So a
Make
little
sure,
bit more
to
pop.
God, kind of.
Yeah, okay, got
I
it.
mean, look at, yeah, I think, God in, yeah, because of the words.
Yes,
God in the highest. Because the in is not a vowel, and it's not God in, right? So God in the, now you're on a high note, so you do what you need to do sometimes.
Yeah.
You leave out stuff. But it's ba, 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 ba. And we're all together there, so clarity would be great. We really could use that. Let's do that one more time because we're getting close to the end of this really challenging movement, and we'll take a little break. So here's top of 62. Be rhythmically precise first, and then we'll make the music. The music will come. Here we go. And. So the conducting here will be different, and I'm not even sure what it will do, but Largamente, this is where it becomes broad, it broadens. But yeah, the beat is sacrosanct. I would say goodwill, separate, and between the two words particularly. And because of the words, and on earth peace. Don't legato. And on earth. Okay. These notes are not hard, right? You're hearing the notes, correct?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of feeling it right. And basically, you continue to be different than everyone else by doing the notes.
They're troublemakers.
Let's, we're gonna sweep this sort of under the rug because it is pretty straightforward. But we are singing those vowels, right, on the downbeat where there's an eighth note, right? East. Okay, good. Let's presume. Actually, Bill, could you just play our notes 43, open score, maybe a little bit E flat, C 40. Yeah, bottom of 65. 66. Now, the link, yeah, I want you to know this really well. Because here you will need to put eyeglasses in your score, watch the conductor. Because what's going to happen here is going to be something like, how do I do it? Good will toward. He may conduct will toward man. D, dun, 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 dun. He has to get you back into the 2 beat. Because we've been in a one swing, sing song one. So now he has to restore some, has to get us back into a strong, very strong 2 beat. So really, really watch top of 66, all 3 of those measures. Okay? So like good will toward man, da, da, dee, whatever it is. Good will toward man. Top of 67. Sorry, suppose it comes down a third. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
44.
I was confusing. I started conducting top of 66 and we didn't sing at all until bottom of 66 last bar. But some of you started top of 66. That's okay, it's okay. But you can see what's happening.
Right, exactly.
Do circle 44, it is lower notes, sopranos, altos, everybody, yeah, except bass. Bass, you're not low, but everyone else is lower, and it's softer. See the mezzo forte, it's coming down. And there's a retard, make sure the retard is in your part, good 44 plus 2 bars, 3 bars. The soprano comes in after a 47-minute layoff. And we end the piece. Let's just end it. Here we go. We're going to sight read now from here to the end. Starting top of 66. And why don't we just, actually, let's start at 43. Here's that E flat, C minor, C, what is that? C. Yes. The lows, I should say. 43, ready, and go. And 2. One, 2. So sopranos, you've been indoctrinated with wah 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 wah. Then hold on to that note. Wah 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 wah. Make sure you understand that new melody. Top of 44. Here's 44. Here we go. And. A natural C. Right. So you want to sing a G or something else? Sure.
Yeah.
Here's the last 3 bars of 66. Okay, everybody ready? And go. To pianissimo, right?
3-2.
This will make better sense when you learn the first page or 2 of the piece,
Right.
because we go back to the same themes here, but don't know as much. Great. Let's just do bottom of 67. Bottom of 67. So here's sopranos, it's even lower, right? So,
Okay.
do, la, sol, la, do, fa. Third bar, bottom of 67. Pitches. Ready, and go. Good. It would be nice if we found a more pianissimo vowel. This feels a bit bright. It doesn't feel very peaceful. If we could be something more covered. Let's do this last page. Ready? And sopranos, yeah. Put a star there because you have a little soli there. You echo the soprano solo. Last two bars of 67, alto tenor bass. Ready, and go. Sopranos try to agree on a C natural, some of you are on a D. Could I hear just the soprano altos, please? Top of 66, ready, and go. Top of 60, 68. 1 and 2, and go. Let's try that again. Altos, careful, you're doing wrong choice. Here we go. Try it one more time. 40, top of 68 again, sorry. Ready, and go. Which is, again, traditional compositional technique. He gives you all kinds of conflicting pitches with each other in order to create incredible gorgeousness on the very last chord. But you've got to be careful, cautious, and that's not a good word for singing. You have to be aware where you're going and where you're coming from and how to balance it all out. Let's try just sopranos and altos again. Yes?
Breath marks for the sopranos in there, any breath?
I don't see any. Just do natural breathing of the commas. Here we go. Here's square 45. Linearly. Ready, and go. Tune it. Sopranos, let's fix those notes. Here's the just sopranos. Ready, and go. Higher, 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 higher. Careful. Careful. Ooh, no. Yeah. It's the note you just left, the cham you just left. Both chams are the same. And be careful, the cham shouldn't be too loud. Oh, yeah, cham. Yeah, it's coming out like some noisy vowel. Good. Let's try with tenors and altos and sopranos.
Tenors for after 45, do not sing the G. All of you sing the E, because there are 26 altos, so they'll be singing the G.
Oh, correct.
I've got that key.
Here we go. Let's try everybody. Here we go. I think we're ready for you. Top of 68, everybody. Here's the second time, first time. Ready and go. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now here, this is a C major chord. End of 47 minutes. Beautiful.
Exactly.
So it's Jingle Bells, first sopranos is your note, and everyone else is on Joe, and the sopranos and alto. And the low bass help us. Okay, here we go. Anyway, that's it. Last 2 words. Ready and go. Yeah, now in rhythm. 1 and 2. And let the M help you go to nothingness, because that's what he's asking for.
Right.
Nothingness.
You
So-
want that on each of the flat times at the end there?
Well, it's PPP, so an M is going to come in handy. But yeah, just watch that. It should be very simple. Okay, good. That's the last movement, and as you can see, it's very vocal and very dynamic and gorgeous and big and all that. So make sure you can embrace that. And I'm sure I spent way too much time on it, but why don't we, before we take a break, do the first movement because it is related
Okay.
to what we just did. So let's go to the very beginning. And the soprano solo comes in, blah, blah, blah. The basses have the first response, soprano solo, I should say. And then the bass has a first response. It's kind of an echo of the soprano solo. And then it's a pile-on, so tenors be awake, be ready, turn the pages to you. I'll just be ready, you're right after the page turns. Sopranos, you have to understand. Sopranos will be smart if you actually sing alto also a little bit because it'll handle the different bass lines. At least for now, even though it's song. Okay, Bill, if you just play their parts, I think for this run through. Okay, so here we go. So let's start bottom of page 1, and we'll do the third bar soprano solo, so it'll give the basis something to play off of. Here we go, C minor. First alto. Hear that? All that interesting harmonic convergence all arriving on the F major second and third chord. Good. Now just listen to the recording. You'll hear the support in the orchestra for those note choices. But keep counting there. That's good. Altos, enjoy your soli line, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to read this and take a break. So why don't we do... actually, Bill, could you play the bass line is square one? Let's go all the way back to page 2. I can sweep under the rug, but we've got 2 minutes. Here's square one. He plays a G, and you come in on this D flat major. So here's that again. You just finished this chord. So altos, you're there. Thank you. Everyone else has to hear the lead chord. So here's alto, and then here comes the bass. No, not the bass, but the piano bass. There's that same G. There's your notes. I'll play the bass. 1. Mark Pianissimo. And 1. Make sure it's only 2.5 counts. And keep it pianissimo, please. Bass, watch the A natural, so I think you're singing G's, or sounding lower. You're sounding like the tenor. Top of 4 there. And sopranos, yeah, smell that C. The bass is singing a C, but that's 2 octaves away. You may not hear it so well when you come in. Good. Let's start, please. Now, bass, you have a solo move. You see what I'm talking about? When you go, you have a solo move. No one else moves. This is the 4th bar, bottom of page 3, and the last bar, top of page 3. So here's the 3rd bar, bottom of page 3. Here's that chord that the orchestra conveniently plays for you before you sing, top of 3, and then we sing it again. Here's the 3rd bar, bottom of 3, going on 1. No, bass, bass. Now, the G you heard is in the alto, but not your part. So watch out. Here's that orchestra chord again. Top of 3 you play. I mean, that's the chord I'm talking about. The one that's in their ear before they sing it the first time, and then they remember to sing the same chord again. So here's the orchestra playing it for them. And then the tenor, bass, alto come in. 1. Yeah, you're late. You're late for the C major. And you're the only things there. There's no soprano, there's no orchestra, there's no anyone else. It's just you. Try it again. Ready? And orchestra. 1. Still pianissimo. Don't get loud just because you know it. And 1. I'm overdoing the ending just so you feel the rhythm. 1. 1. place where we don't. And he does this a few times.
Yeah.
He gives you a rhythmic idea that you like,
Yeah.
and then you don't get to do it again. So, yeah, the orchestra plays that big build up to the A flat minor. Could you build us up to an A flat minor? Right, but there will be no slowdown in the orchestra. You still slow down, Bill. Such a romantic. Chaka, 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 ta, ta, boom! Wow! Sorry. No, it's a great color note. Sopranos. Let's try one more time, and 1. Shut. Not only is it a beat earlier, but it's a beat longer. It's a beat earlier and the same length added, so there's 4 counts. So you don't even get to enjoy the 3 count version of the early version. It's early and longer. So same place, because we don't want to make those mistakes. Because this would be a loud mistake. And we'll try to keep those to a minimum. Here's that outburst again. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's the shape of it. So circle that, count it, write down numbers, 2, 3, 1, whatever, or 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to write. But those mistakes won't be very subtle. You can make those.
We disagree with his markings.
Sorry?
Well, he has us taking a little lift break in between.
I'm
His
trying to
marking.
see. Where do you
His-
see
that's a
it?
little-
There's no list.
Well, I mean, he has a little, he has a
But that
Oh,
helps
I
with
mean,
the count,
between the
because
donut,
yeah, between the donut and Pacem, but it feels like it should just carry
It's
through.
following-
Well, there's a
it's following the
crescendo.
soloist.
Ah, it's because of the soloist, got it. But I,
Well, it is difficult because there's a crescendo.
I know.
And it's hard to not want to storm in. Storm
I don't
in the
know, it just-
downbeat, so.
Especially because.
Yeah, it's a chance for you to breathe
Yeah.
before the fortissimo. So just think of it that way.
Yeah.
Crescendo, breathe, go, don't be late.
Yeah, okay.
So think of it that way. Just think of it as a breath. A crescendo, but you get to breathe and come on down. Let's do it one more time since it is so
Yeah.
big. It is so
Those
big.
little markings.
So lovely. Let's back up 4 by 5 bars, and I promise we'll take over. Yeah.
When I sung this before, there's been no.
Well, we're doing Eric's
We're
breathing.
doing it.
Yeah.
We have to do what I said.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric is breezy. It's his gig.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is
Yeah, so.
4th bar. I want to hear the Sopranos enjoy that lovely melody one more time. Let's do all of page 4. Here's all of page 4. Ready, and 1. One, two, three, Tough to get soft on that, but you did it actually quite nice. Good, and that's the end of that movement. Okay, so it has a bit of a relationship to it. Good, so during this break, is there something you want to accomplish, or just give it 10 minutes? Where's the back?
Just to let you know, so how this Carnegie Hall thing works is that, they invite lots of groups to come in and sometimes they repeat. The Mozart record is probably gonna be done like 10 times throughout their season. We are the only chorus that is doing this piece.
Oh, cool.
And it specifically was chosen by Eric, because he just loves Paul Williams, he loves England. So I want to recommend to everybody that you find your vocal technique. in the approach for this. Because again, because we are the largest ensemble of singers in all 4 groups, we essentially are probably the most experienced. And we really want to, I mean, we're playing against the symphony at Carnegie Hall. So I've been talking to Eric about this the whole time in terms of balance. And so really, you know, since there's so few men, whenever you see an open part for the basses, sing with us. We're going to be up against a lot of trebles. I mean, we're like 1/6 of the size of the entire chorus. So tenors and basses, find your technique, really. I mean, essentially because there's only 20 of us. And then there's a lot, the altos make up the most of the chorus. So it's just in terms of the balance, again, vocal technique is going to be really important here. And just want to, you know, emphasize that we're the representative chorus for this piece.
Tim,
Yeah.
also, the LaGuardia kids, my son went to LaGuardia, they're probably not going to have really developed loud voices.
No, but yeah, and again, they're only trebles. There's no
That's what I
tenors and
mean, and
basses.
they probably, if there's 20 of them, it'll amount to about 5 singers, so. I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, I'm not so worried about that as much as there still are more women than there are.
Oh, sure.
Sopranos,
Sure.
altos, and there are.
Yeah,
tenors.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Is this some sort of competition or?
No,
No.
it's just a Carnegie
Just
Hall
sing.
performance. It's not a competition. But we're, so you know how on stage they say, don't ever follow kids or animals? We're following like a whole kids group. They're the first on the program.
Oh.
And then we're coming on, we're second, and then the third part is the Mozart Requiem. And they have like
We're in the middle.
120 singers.
We're in the middle.
We're in the middle.
When you say kids, define.
They're high school.
High school.
Oh, the other kids?
No,
Those
the
are
ones that go
probably,
first.
those are probably like high school kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's children's courses, so it's probably middle school to high school. So, and the thing is, we're live streaming this, and I'm actually hearing it. We sound really good, by the way. I can hear it, I'm wearing a headset. And I have it live streamed on my phone. So,
Oh, so you're listening right now.
yeah,
So people who are missing rehearsal can listen to it again?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So what I'm hearing in the recording is good. I mean, we're sounding like a good chorus. We just have to be great in Carnegie Hall.
Are we gonna mix up the men so that they're more dispersed? I mean, when we sing, just us, right, because we're singing with other choruses.
Yeah, and we're gonna be splitting soprano 1 and 2. I mean, we're splitting amongst the subdivided sections.
So I was
As
just.
a chorus, we're not singing together.
Oh, okay, we're going to be.
Yeah. We're gonna be mixed up. Yeah, we'll be
We're not
in
gonna have
our
section.
section. You'll be in our section. Soprano 1s will be with all the soprano 1s, soprano 2s will be on soprano 2s.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want your cooties.
Yeah, we're not mixing up.
Let's do that. I meant it for the strength of the men, you know, to make them sound as strong as possible.
To your ear or to,
What did you say?
to your ear or to the audience's ear?
To the audiences here.
But then they should probably be together.
Yeah,
And when they know it, oh, maybe that's.
No,
I thought you were gonna say-
The basses are gonna be with the animals.
All right, so 10 minutes. The
Yeah.
restrooms are,
the restrooms are through this building, and you go through the kitchen, the door that's this way is the open door, and you go through the kitchen, the women's bathroom's on the right, the men's bathroom's on the left.
bring your rhythm back. We're doing beat drums after this.
Right.
Yeah.
I did beat drums, but I was.
Oh, you did beat drums.
Yeah, one that goes.
What'd you take it from?
Because it's marked.
This one's marked. Tracy, this one's yours.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, good, I like it.
Take a break.
We're taking a break now.
You have an extra blue bag. You like an extra blue bag? I don't have it with me. Can bring it next time. One extra blue bag. Okay. Why don't you join us?
So I didn't look, I went second to decline as well. As high and low. Okay, so I'm high second, high second. Shut up.
Yeah, you're probably a middle. Okay. Yeah, you're in the back. There should be a pin in your bag.
I still can't hear you singing it right I think we don't have pins yet.
Yeah, you don't have it.
Yes. We, of course, meaning me and Mom, yes.
Yeah.
We who?
Jim might ask a question.
Sometimes I get some.
That's what all, yes.
We get other kinds of your culture, you're well there. And at the end of that, you said, you didn't want to go to the
I finally listened. Yeah. I finally listened to it. No, it's just like fine.
We go there with one surviving. Every time I come
It's your vacation, it's not, you know, I'm from this industry, it's fun for me, to want to research. Yeah, I'll do what's there.
I have 9 people.
I'll let her know.
It's very-
My version is-
There are certain parts of it.
I have 9, there's one more.
How we transition.
Yeah, and just, hospitalities. Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, no, it's him,
I'm
so.
gonna do the.
It'll be
I'll generally go over to Rockefeller Center. If I get time, I'll go over to like
Oh, so you're just coming to say for us.
Yes. Yes. I was trying to that was probably nothing. Just in Chicago, the Chicago Earthquakes. And that's a really good one. It was actually 92. You're giving a student. Well, that's why you don't have to. I have a picture. Yeah. So text me. The reason I should do that is I saw that you so I owe you a pin. I owe you.
Yeah. I think it was,
Oh, so you do one of each. Okay.
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. She's the
Yeah.
manager.
Of,
When is she?
I saved them, and chromatography.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
are.
Because I sang with them
Yeah.
last semester.
Yeah, Gail.
What's her name, the one who's sitting next to me.
Are you singing middle or like what? I don't
If I knew, that would be awesome.
Okay, yeah, that's, I was assigned to be soprano too, but I don't know if what that means.
I don't, well, soprano 2 apparently has a high and a low. Within soprano, or a middle and a low, right? Within soprano 2.
Soprano 2, yeah, you're middle, you're typically a middle. Soprano 2 is
Okay, so when it's.
We have to look at the
But what?
There you go.
Ah, thank
Hi, Tracy, how are you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's my middle stuff. I usually just sing second soprano, and that's what I'm used to. And then
sometimes, yeah. Well, let's say in the score. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just sing the second song. You have to score.
Yes. Yes, I just rehearsed this piece yesterday with the other group.
I know, or no.
Yeah, so,
Do you know any of the men that may want to sing with us?
Oh, there are tons of really good men in that chorus. That's why I really was happy to join it. And the conductor, this
John Kendall did. Oh, I know. I've sung with him, with his chamber composer.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was so, because I had this fight with years ago. I was in Cornwall. I went back, and that semester, whenever I was singing a solo concert, turned me into an alto. I sang with Semi Passion, second soprano. He tried to have me sit in the room. I said, oh, great. Gave me an alto part. I said, I'm not an alto. I didn't want to sing alto. I was still working on my technique. And finally now I'm a real soprano. But, so I saw he wasn't there. I left that. Yeah.
Oh, the Grandma Choral?
Shit. I thought I was going to sing with him, and he was so happy. Suddenly I'm charged $156 to sing with him.
The Diana Choral?
Yeah. And I said, So
Oh, that was with Mark Foley.
Luis,
Oh, Luis Gonzalez.
right, nice guy.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so then, I'm singing the Oakland Symphony Choir and, Coronova and St. Paul's.
Oh,
So I'm just hanging out first. Today, I just scooted over and sang first because the first was kind of, if you want me to sing it, I'll sing, but I'm learning the first part with Coronova.
learn what you're comfortable with.
Oh, thank you.
Because we have enough sopranos, I think.
That's what I thought, yeah. And I can always sing
Like,
soft.
like the numbers are pretty much, there's 26 altos, there's 24 sopranos, there's 20 tenors.
10 drums beating.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
David.
Yeah, Gail just opened COVID. 16 singers and, I mean, her choir, 16 singers. 3 weeks ago got COVID.
Oh my gosh.
But the woman next to me did not get it. A woman way in front of me got it. A guitarist got it. And many people in the audience got it.
Spit.
Just.
So if you have any tenors
These are very good.
No.
Sometimes it takes a little while.
I can't think of any word. I mean, the tenor, we were looking for a tenor for St. Paul. And then this guy showed up out of nowhere. He's a roofer at San Francisco Conservatory on the stage there. He comes in and he's on it. He's terrific. So
Are you sure?
I am there's
Certainly not the bass.
Okay, let's start, please, beat drums.
Oh, boy.
Movement 2,
What's that?
movement 2, page 6, we'll start with the rhythm. Okay, here we go. Page 6, right on it. 1, 2, ready, speak. Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugle, blow. Through the windows, through the door. Voice first like a ruthless force. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Into the solemn church and stand the congregation. Into the school where the scholars study. Leave not the bridegroom quiet, no happiness must he have now his bride. Nor the peaceful farmer and the peace flowering his field or gathering in his rain. So fierce you were, and how you drum, so shrill you will fall.
Going on, try to do the dynamics as long as the rhythm and the rhythm. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, and go.
Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles blow.
Over the traffic of cities,
Over the rumble of wheels in the streets.
our best prepared for the secret night in the houses.
No
No,
sleep from sleeping to bed.
no bargainers bargains by day.
Would they continue?
Would the talkers be talking? Would the singers attempt to sing?
Then rattle,
Then rattle,
quicker,
quicker,
rattle, quicker, rattle, quicker,
beat the wilder blow, goes wilder blow, goes wilder, wilder, wilder,
blow.
beat, beat. Wait.
I was 2.
At least some people came in early. So make sure, yeah. Do the dynamics, but be careful. Count out everything. Ready, 1, 2.
Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles, blow. Make no party, stop for no expostulation.
Wait. How do you do the last bar? Ready, and expostulation. No shun. No shun.
They shoved it.
Well, there's a diminuendo, and the least important syllable of that entire 5-syllable word is shun. Yeah, you did the old, I don't want to insult, but you did kind of the junior high school thing there where you go, 1, 2, 3, yes! Yeah. Expostulate. So, be mindful of that. Then my favorite page is 17. We won't do that in rhythm because that's a whole different kind of problem. Bottom of 18 is where we're going now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and go.
Making the trestles to shake the dead where they lie awaiting the curse.
Thank you, 1. Curses. Yeah, circle that word because you're liable to say something else if you don't know what's coming. Curses. Continuing, ready, and 1.
So strong you thump, oh terrible drums, so loud you bugles blow.
Good. Let's try singing to this.
Oh, Mark, just a note, Eric crossed out the 8 low drums.
Yes, you see that?
Where, what?
Bottom of 19.
Bottom of 19, that 8th note is actually gone. So the Z sound occurs on.
The one on drums, you mean?
Yeah, if you have his score, you see that.
Yes.
So altos and basses, you share the same notes a lot of the way through this movement. And sopranos and tenors, you share the same notes a lot of the way through this movement. So that's nice. So here we go. We'll sight read it. If there's a problem, we'll separate you guys out. But let's just try singing it not quite that fast. And even though it's boisterous and all that and fast, we'll not go quiet. Don't sing after that. We'll do dynamics later. Just don't go fortissimo on the throughout. Here we go. Right on. Here's the open. Now, the upper instruments are in the key you're in, and then there's the low instruments in a different key. So I'm sure you listen to the upper. So here's the clash between the low and the high. I'm trying to contrast the A flat nastiness underneath the key that they're in. Right, do that. So you have to hear the A natural, then the A flat. So play those 3 notes. Play the chorus beat drums. So you get both of that. Both of that is in the orchestra at the same time. But then you separate it out by going, here I am, here I go, kind of thing. So the orchestra's both, but you have to separate it out, of course. So here's some of the 2 bars beforehand. Right on. 1, 2, not too fast, and go.
Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles blow.
What's the shun?
Into the school where the scholar is studying. Give all the graceful flower, it is lovely, its flame, carries to his frame.
Yeah, let's stop there. That's enough. That's enough. Let's go back and just tidy that up a little bit. So again, you'll hear friends in the choir helping you with those notes, note choices. But the rhythm, we all have to get, right? So, and watch your bride. You have to do reverse mathematics sometimes, like on the word bride, top of 9. It's not a half note anymore. It's a dotted quarter note. You don't see a dotted quarter note. But that 8th rest says, rob it, it's full value. So you have to do backwards mathematics. And it's, so you might want to go in and change the note values so that your brain doesn't work so hard.
Second measure of.
Because Eric added an 8th rest, but you have to subtract it from the note before.
This is that, right. You added one.
So what does the word have?
What's the word? Second bar of 9, it is a dotted quarter, 8th rest, and then as written. Because there's only 4 beats in a bar throughout the whole piece. Okay. And he does throw you into some interesting note choices, right? So you've got to hear those. It takes a while. It really will take a while to hear them. But right now we have enough people, I think, on almost every voice part that knows the music from 2019, 2021. I'm finding I'm not having to think hard doing it. Hopefully that's the case with you 19 people or 10 people or however many there are. So, yeah, let's just do it again. The first page is easy, and the top of the next page is sort of, but it gets a little trickier after that. Let's just do it again. Here we go. Write on it. You'll get your notes. The first 2 notes. Here we go. And just open score, I think it's ready, and go.
Beat drums, blow, bugles blow. Wind goes through the crowd.
Soprano tenor right there. 2 bursts, ready, and go. Pretty good. Just make sure the E is high. Burst like yeah, the last 4 notes are a whole tune scale. Here's bass alto. Ready, and burst like on rivers flows. Yeah, make that K come in, maybe give it like an 8th rest sort of value.
Okay.
Burst like what it is? Yeah. Burst like. I won't quantify that.
The cake.
Burst like. Sorry. That's it. Oh, it's a whole note in the bass alto. It's a half step. It's soprano tenor. That's why I want to do it. Because I learned the bass before. Okay, here's top of 7, A flats, E flats, 2, 3, 4, and go. Through the windows, through the yeah, we should just draw a line right now through the sun. I don't know why it grates on my, it really grates on my nerves. And it always has, and it always will. For 6 years, it has grated. Here we go, into the solemn church. Plus it's piano or less. Ready, and go.
Into the solemn church and scatter the congregation. Into the school where the scholar is studying.
A flat, is it A flat? Yeah, A flat. No, A flat. Let's try that again. Top of 9, 8. Top of 8. Ready, and 1, and go. Into the solitude and stately congregation. Into the school where scholars study. Lay down the bridegroom quiet. Nobody else must stay and never is God. Nor the peaceful congregation flowing and still or never in his Good. Now let's go back to it again and try not to labor so much.
We're not getting into this, the elders are not getting into this speech.
Yeah, well, we all had trouble with leading off because the A flat to the D tenors and sopranos will be very difficult. We probably could use the orchestra there because the orchestra will play. So I found that the orchestra helps a lot. Von Williams isn't such a nasty guy. He actually gives you your notes, sopranos and tenors. But I'm asking you to play with the score, so that's going to come complex.
Top of 9 is that a little bit like legato?
No happiness must he have now with his bride,
Yeah.
nor the peaceful farmer any peace, plowing his field or gathering. Yeah,
Because
it's
we sound kind of military.
yeah, we tend to be, yes, it is that. We'll hear that in the orchestra too, sometimes. Contrasting music. Anyway, we'll get to that. Very nice. Let's do top of 8 again.
Okay.
And this time, try to keep it soft, but moving along. Ready, 1, and go. Into the solitude and scattered congregation. Into the school where the scholars study. Lean on the bridegroom quiet. No happiness must he have now with his bride. I'm not even rushing you along, but I just want to make sure you don't. Just because it's softer doesn't mean it's slower. It's gonna be the same tempo. So are those notes here? Are you hearing those notes?
Yeah.
Tenors are confirming on sopranos, etc. Okay, and then the orchestra gives you the next note, although it's the same note. Sopranos and tenors. Ready, and 1. So this I tend to overcorrect.
That's a lot of
Triplets, we will always slow down triplets. I don't know anyone in my world that
Right.
can keep triplets at times, so I try to overcorrect these. So like, blow over the traffic of cities, over the rumble of wheels in the street, our beds prepare for the sleepers at night in the houses. No, sleepers must sleep in them. No, bargainers bargains by day. Would they continue? Would the talkers be talking? Would the singer attempt to sing? Then, yeah. So let's just do basses and altos. Just basses and altos. Top of 12. Here's the blow A flat. Blow over the traffic of cities. Sleepers at night in the houses. Who's bargaining by day? Will they continue? Would the ribbon attend to see? Rattle, quicker, rattle, quicker. Wait. We'll be sweeping under the rug for sure if we keep going. Let's go back. Let's try that again. There's still some delayed eighth triplets going on. But let's try to keep them moving. Let's try one more time to get used to those steps that we have to take. Because if the sopranos and tenors hear the strong alto bass under you, I think they'll have an easier time of their own part. Let's try it again. Here's the bass alto one more time. And try to use each other too. You'll notice how the bass will deliver the alto note, etc. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Blow over the traffic of cities, over the rumble of rhythm of streets. Prepare for sleepers at night in the houses.
Oh, sleepers and sleep in the tent.
No other hymn barring by day.
Would it continue?
No tenor.
Would the talkers be talking?
Would the ringers attend to thee?
Rattle,
Quicker. Circle it. Watch out. There's some tricky little steps there. We need to learn. So the rattle helps a lot too, bass, alto, bass, alto, bass, alto, because the pitch is again scalular this time instead of hand delivered. It's contextually delivered, if that makes any sense at all. Let's try a tenor soprano now. Same place, top of 12. Here's the E flat. Over the traffic of cities, over the rumble of rhythm of streets. Oh, sleepers will sleep in those beds. Would it continue? Would the town be talking? Would the singer attend to sing? Good work, everyone. That's good. And your part's a little easier than the alto bass. You have all those scales. So much. A little bit easier. Let's try. Do you hear though how the triplets are slowing down in some voices a little bit? So just try to fit those words in that mouth. There's no sleepers must sleep in those bits. You've got to get through it. Would they continue? Prepare for the sleepers at night in the houses. Try not to get bogged down with the words. Here's top of 12. And it's piano. Sometimes forte. Right now we're kind of all the same. So eventually, circle those if you are ready for such. But it does make a diff. Here we go. Here's the blow chord. A flat, 2, ready, and go. Blow over the traffic of cities.
Over the rumble of prison streets.
Houses.
Oh, sleepers must sleep in the tents. Would it continue? Would the talkers be talking?
Would the leaders sleep to see? And rattle, quicker, Now we'll get that. Good job, everyone. Just be stubborn, really smell, sense, understand. On heavier drums, the alto bass go up to the soprano tenor note. So when you go up there, listen for a unison. When you get up to this high.
Do we have a unison F with that drum, the sopranos? Oh, with the tenors?
Tenor, yes, but
Yeah.
it's a tritone note, so
Oh,
don't
We're a little dark.
Okay, good. This is actually the hardest part of the piece as far as notes, rhythm, and coordination and stuff. luckily, a lot of you are remembering it so well because we had to learn it so hard. It's stuck. You know pieces like that, right? That there's that movement in the Brit and Chichester songs, that you just have to learn it, get it into your mouth, otherwise it'll never happen.
Yeah.
And then you learn it for life because it's stuck. This is one of those areas. So once you learn it, it's quite, I'm finding it easy to remember. But we better do it one more time because this is the hardest 4 pages of this. Top of 12 again. Because you can't, it's gonna be over in about 14 seconds.
I know.
These 3 pages go by so fast. You can't let it, let the triplets bog down because the cello player could care less about the triplets. Here's page 12, below. Ready, go. O'er the traffic cities,
Over the wheels of the streets,
Every day for the sleepers at night in the houses.
cruel sleepers will sleep in the flats.
No bargain and bargain of day.
Will they continue? Will the talkers be talking?
Will the singers attempt to sing?
Round,
Round, quicker.
No, please. Page 15, you've got to hear your tonal handoff. So the basses do the F major, if you recall. Did you take that note, alto? Sopranos, you take the A flat immediately.
Exactly.
And then you go up a half step and do the next. So here's the theme. That theme is done in strange places with all the parts. So here's the bass one. The tenor alto. Sopranos take an A flat. So it's cacophony. But Vaughan Williams tried to be friendly by giving you these strategic handoffs and these note choices. Like Sopranos, he gives you the A flat. Otherwise, it would be really hard
Right.
to just dive in on the A flat.
Wow. Yeah.
So he was nice to you there on the A flat. And tenors and altos, he gave you the C so that you have something to play off of to get to your D flat. So make use of those. And Sopranos, it's complex because we have a pattern, and again, like we've already experienced, he gives us a pattern and he destroys it immediately, rhythmically. So it's like, you bugle, you bugle early. So it's not just the note choices, but when it happens, it's also a surprise. So you come in 1 beat earlier than we got to do.
Yeah.
So let's just try, say those words, top of 15, ready, basses, go. You blow, louder blow, you bugles louder, wilder. Yeah. You're certified. Yeah. However, when you take the der out of wilder,
Also, him.
and WILD is another pet peeve of mine. There's 3 vowel sounds in that. No, not all at once. You're a human being. You can only do one at a time, but it's wilder. Wilder. It's ah-e-ah.
I'm sorry, you do want the
Mark,
diphthong.
can you just do it without everyone else doing it?
Wilder. Wilder. It's 80% ah, then there's some e and a little But you have to you do it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. Most of us tend to homogenize those 3
Yeah.
into 1.5.
Yeah.
But as a singer, I think it's important to communicate. So wilder, wilder. But here you've got a rhythmic Anyway, cool. So, and then the wilder chords are nasty chords. There are two tritones on top of one. Well, what is it? It's not two tritones. No, we've done that. It's the wilder chords at the bottom of the page.
Oh, I see.
Now, luckily, he hands you your note. You just stubbornly sing it and don't listen to it. Just kind of do it. Okay? So here's page 15 isolated. So good luck. Use each other and stay on course. Here's the bass, and you'll hear the bass bugle will be blown by the bugles, the trumpeters, the measure before you sing yours. So here's the piano part measured before the bass enters. You bugles, water blow. Well, we have competing tempi here. Competing tempi and slightly offbeat rhythms. Let's try it again. Be strict. 1, 2, piano introduction, and go. Peace. 3, 3. Then we get back to the and this page is easy. It's just parallel motion. So yeah, once you get through 15, it's fine. Be careful of the rest. Bottom of 15, that's a place where someone could easily do a very loud solo. Okay, so be very careful. The rest, bottom of 15. And sopranos, it kind of depends on you because you got that last bugle call. And if your bugle call's out of place, you could end up an unpaid soloist, bottom of 15. So let's just try that one more time and see if you can relax into this a little bit, counting, using whatever you can use. Don't slow down, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You do. It's the triplets, Bill, I think, that's throwing something. So make sure we keep it moving, Sopranos, are you grabbing the A flat?
No, yeah, that's not really happening.
Could we just slowly just do the pile on? Here's the F, C, and slowly, ready, bass, and go. You blow, you blow. Bass, once you get to the blow, would you bow out? Okay, ready, and you blow the blow, you blow. Let's just do bass, start it, and then drop out. Everyone else sing, ready, and you blow, you blow. Sorry, I hear a soprano coming in, totally. You should sound the same as the altos and the tenors. It's just an A flat. Try again, ready, same place, ready, and go. You blow, you blow. That's it. You hear that? It's nasty, but if you're all together and agree, at least there's some, you can see why it works that way.
We're piano. Oh, I see, just when we come in.
Oh, no. For now, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because it's more an attitude for you. You're basically, it is funny. It feels like Von Williams is giving you your notes softly and then use it.
Yes, exactly.
And then come in and be the new note.
Yes.
It feels like, but go ahead and you could be loud because in essence, the basses are loud, the altos and tenors are loud, you might as well I'm not worried about that piano.
Secure, be secure.
But enjoy it. Okay, we're gonna try now to do it in tempo with basses singing throughout. Here we go, bass. We just heard the bugle call from the trumpet. Finish before you're ready. And you That is so awkward. The way that is. Just say it once. Ready, go. Make no party. 1, 2.
Stop for no expostulation.
All right. This is in unison.
Yeah.
This is in unison, so we don't need any. So here's a D natural. Ready. Make no party. Expostulate. Yeah, we can't be late. We can't be late. This is still whatever tempo this has been for all the war.
Yeah.
The war is not slowing down.
1, 2.
Stop for no.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 1, 2. Sorry. One more time, D natural. There you go. Make no party. Stop for no expostulation. Thank you. It's a short note also, not just songs. Good. I'll play it once for us because there's a transition.
Forward.
Yeah. 1 and 2. Most of you have it, but it's one we should be good at. It's the same. Everything's the same. Oh, tenor does. I'm sorry, tenor. It's all the same except for the last note. Yeah, let's do it. Play the tenor. Yeah, sorry, tenor. Which is nice because it gives you your note for the next section. Okay, let's do it all together once and then we'll do the next section, which is one of my favorite sections. We go 1, 2, ready, and then go. Make no party. Stop the expostulation. Might not be all that you see.
Sorry.
Yeah. Here, if you're a lagging tripleter, you're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill this. So we've got to be sure. Let's just say it once. First off, we've been going in this tempo. Stop for no expostulation. You see the relationship?
Yeah.
So if you go back and think cut time, as a matter of fact, if you go back to page 6, it says 4 times. And I think of it as, don't go to page 6. This whole piece should think of it more martial in 2. So it's 1, beat, beat drums, blow bugles, blow. Stop the no expostulation. Mine, timid, mind not the weeper or friend, mind not the old man beseeching the young man. Let not the child's voice be heard, nor the mother's entreaties. Yeah. So this is very tricky, very tricky. Let's just do alto bass. Page 17. Ready and go. My not the old and beseeching the young man. Don't oversing this, guys. It's just piano.
And the E is held, oh God, the E.
Yeah. Even if we're the smallest section in the chorus, don't oversing. So let's try that again. Here we go. Ready and go. You're late. You're late, you're late. Pretty good. You're just late, and some of you are late getting off of things. Make sure it's very
tree, because it's.
yeah, alto soprano, one of the hardest things is the last 2 minutes top of it.
T, E, 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 T.
Here's the alto line.
Thank you.
Top of 18, second bar. And again, you can't slow down. That's the trick. It's like it gets harder and harder. There's 4 notes that are half steps, and the first 2 are whole.
Okay, that's homework.
Spanish uses harder. Well, in a way.
Still quite a ways.
Anyway, we'll get to that. Here's alto bass one last time, then we got to do tenor bass. Ready? And the B natural, page 17, and go. And tenor bass, you're not. How long is that? Well, it's not the bass. The tenor's not. No. No. Or baritone. No. Make even the trezzles. Here's tenor soprano, top of 17. It's piano, almost all of it. Ready and go. And those last 3 notes are done 5 bars early. Sing that. Yeah, it's those last 3 notes. First measure, top of 7, bottom 17. So, my not the weaver. Play that note if you would. Top of 17, last part. And those last 3 notes are also your last entreaties notes. Here's top of 18. Try to remember those 3 notes. They're so sweet. It's forte a little there, but you should diminish.
Yeah.
And you should not dive bomb into that area anyway. You should take off. Let's try tenor soprano, one more shot at that.
Second measure.
And top of 17, first note.
Okay, one down.
Ready and go. Make me with the trestles to shake the dead by the way to the curses. Curses. Now, this is pretty grim, the text. Let's do bass tenor. Bass tenor, bottom of 17. Tenor bass, ready and go. Top of 17. Top of 17, ready and go. The old man beseeching the young man. Make even the trestles shake. Yeah. And the challenge for me as a conductor, and eventually for you as a rhythm, is to make Eve. So that's the transition rhythm. Now let's try soprano alto.
Okay.
Top of 17, mind. Ready, and.
Mind of the timid, mind of the grown up.
One. Yeah, and try to be less labored. No. Try to find treat it like a blanket instead of a nail bed.
It feels that way now.
Let's try it now together. Page 17. This is one of those homework pages.
Yes, it is.
Here we go. Everyone, base. Ready, and there we go. And again, the orchestra will help you find that note. The G natural minor, the G minor. Yeah, you just did it. Is that awesome? Make even the trestles to shake the dead where they lie waiting to have. Can you find the B flat major?
Yes, we can find that. It's just the-
We'll get used to it. We'll do that one last time before we now sweep that under what rug we have. Bottom of 16, we're going to now connect. Top of 16, why not? We haven't done the little blow, that fun blow in the top of 16. It's not hard. You have friends in the room helping you with it, and the notes are relatively easy to figure out. It's just, I want you to do it one more time before we leave today. Top of 16, beat drums. Yeah, the orchestra will throw you that chord just before you have to sing it, so trust it. Ready, and boom. Beat drums, blow. So that you see the problems and how that works. I think it felt like it was too fast on 17
Yes.
somehow.
Yeah.
Make no hurry, stop for no expostulation. Yeah, I think I used or we somehow fell into a faster tempo.
Yes, you did.
So we don't want that. Let's do it one more time with that in mind. I'll try to do a better job. Here we go, beat drums, ready, and And just, Bill, could you transition top of 18 into the bottom of 18 with a G minor? And we'll do just bass soprano. Bell will play the chunk top of 18, but then we will hear the G minor and just hear the basses and sopranos at square 8.
So there's 19, enter 18.
Sure, top of 18. Make even the trestles to shade the dead where they lie awaiting the verses. Right. So actually, Sprouts, you might be inspired to sing higher because the tenors behind you are harmonizing above you. So make sure you stay on the melody, the same line as the bass. So it's like top of 18 soprano. Yeah. Oh, the last two notes of your treatise. The last two notes of your treatise is your making. So it's trying to tie that together. Okay, we're just 2 pages away from the end of this movement. Let's do bottom of 18, assuming we got to this point. Bass, soprano, alto. And tenors, you just transition from B natural to a B flat. B natural to B flat. So here's bottom of 8, square 8, that is, bottom of 18. And with me. Make even the trestles to shake again when they lie awaiting the verses. It's too slow, and we got the wrong notes somehow. Could you just play the chunk before we come in? Make even the trestles to shake again. Yeah, tenors. 1, 2, 3. Make even the trestles to shake again when yeah, you're threading kind of a harmonic needle there a bit, and it's tricky. It just sounds like you're kind of fighting it more than you need to. Play it once more, tenor only. With bass, tenor bass. 1, 2. Make even the trestles to shake again when they lie awaiting the verses. Yeah. Now try not to fight it too much. Try to move it forward and light and get louder as you go, yes, but start softer. Let's add alto. and alto. 1 and 2.
Make even the drizzle to shake the dead when they lie with the roses.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a nice harmony that happens every 3 notes.
Yeah.
But it feels like you're getting bogged down on the notes in between too much. You need
Totally.
to lock into the harmony as soon as you can. Make even the trestle to shake. I think he strategically has those nice harmonies occur on the important words. Let's try that once more, alto, tenor, bass. 1 and 2.
Make even the trestle to shake the dead.
Yeah, you're bogging down. Make even the trestle to shake. You're over singing the unimportant stuff. Make even the trestles to shake the dead. But yeah. More word stress, less hammering, less bloating of all the unimportant stuff. Here we go, alto, tenor, bass. 1 and 2.
Make even the trestles to shake the dead when they lie awake the grasses.
Hopefully you heard some harmonies there that lock in a little bit better. Let's add the soprano to that. 1 and 2.
Make even the trestles to shake the dead when they lie awake the grasses.
Yeah, that sounded actually cool. I like that. Great, now let's end the piece, this movement. So this orchestra has this big climbing, crazy moment. So drive you down, oh terrible drums. So drive you and we're in 2 keys here on purpose. It's really noisy and nasty. So you end on a G sharp and the trumpet's in A. Let's just do the thump one more time. One more time on the thump. Here we go. So you'll hear the climbing of everything, but it ends on this open G chord. So your D-ba-ba-ba-ba is an easy note for us all to agree on. We're in unison on that note. Could you just play the top note there, maybe, or what do you want? No, the climbing, da-da-la, the 2 bars before. Yeah. I was more interested in the da-da-la, 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 da-da-la. Oh, terrible drums, so yeah, we're way out of tune, and we should be agreeing. Could you just play the last open score, the last 4 bars, chorus, so loud? Try to agree on the half steps and stuff there. All right, one more time. Just without the ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Here's the D natural, so strong. Ready and oh. So strong, you thumb of terrible drums. So loud, you goes It is unison. Please. Now, the loud U is a half step bass. Be careful. I'm hearing the D to the C sharp. No, the last 2 notes of 19. Well, I think the word U is bringing your pitch down.
Yeah.
Love you. Yeah, the C. You. Yeah, I'm gonna blame the U. I'm gonna blame you on that.
Totally, you
Okay.
should.
Great. All right, we only have a few minutes, but guess what? I think the next movement is short and very sweet. And so gorgeous. Oh my God. Now, the most famous movement of the piece is movement 4. We haven't touched it today at all. The Dirge for Two Veterans. It's often sung by itself. And it's a complete piece in and of itself. It's just unbelievable. But we're not going to get to it today. So if you have not performed it in the last 6 years, would you please, your homework is to spend some good time with the Dirge. And you'll be happy you did. It's really worthwhile. So before we go home, let's look at movement 3. First page is baritone solo. And then it's quite sight readable to a point. So let's try it. Here we go. Bottom of page 22. The orchestra gives you this gorgeous interlude, and then here we go. And 1. What we have to go through to get to that chord. So
Just note, if you'll notice that there's a flat line before the words, like on page 23, where it says and be, that actually means don't take a breath.
right. Do not breathe between war and the word and the word time and the word be.
Again, yeah. And then on page 24, again and.
Good, let's do that again, only this time alto tenor only. Square 11. Alto tenor only. Do not oversing, make it sweet. The word dolce, pianissimo. Do one of those things at least. Here we go, square 11. 2, 3, tenor alto only, and go. Beautiful restless relate to that do the math better next time, altos. 1. No stirs. Don't think of the R. No R in that brain of yours as you hold it down. Good.
Is there no breath between again and this on that last?
Well,
Yeah,
In
this soil, no breath.
No breath on between ever again, this, between again and this?
well, in my brain, in my conducting and in my approach, I think this should start together at all costs. So, this. See, look at all the rhythms. We have triplets, we have quarter notes, we have eighth notes, we have everything in the world kind of all merging together and closing down, and we all need to go this. So, and I made a big issue of this for 6 years. 2 S's.
Yes.
Now, this soil means nothing. This soil. So we've got to be very careful. Not very careful. Let's try soprano bass. Square 11, soprano bass. Very linear, as you can smell, as you can sense, right? Ready, 1. Well.
You want a separation between D and world too, right? D is.
A little bit, yeah. And soiled has 3 vowels in it, right? Soiled.
Beautiful or beautiful?
I hate beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful as.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Yeah, beautiful just sounds effective. Okay, let's put it together. Very linear. That's why all those lines are in there saying, don't read right here, don't read somewhere else, please. Okay. Try not to fight each other, so stay pianissimo and dolce all the way through. And bottom of 23, just as a reminder, he says, you're not soft enough, so he gives you an extra P. P. All right. No, this is original. Here we go. Square 11, 2, 3, 4, and. I heard people dive into the word this before the rest of us were ready to. So make sure you are sensitive, empathic, watching everything there. Good. It's just too gorgeous for you to do that. Let's try, we're going to try, we have time to do it one more. Before we do though, could we have, first off, first tenors, second tenors, are we, well, we just lost 2. But are we squared away?
I was gonna do second.
Cool. Anyone else joining on seconds?
I can first.
Do you have it, is it spelled out for this chorus who's doing first and second tenor?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it balanced on paper?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I see a lot of first tenors. Times.
I think I had John as a second.
Oh, John Ford and Monty would be second.
Yeah.
Got that right. Okay, thanks. Just make sure it's rich in both, because it's such a rich tenor little, you add a nice richness to this, some of these harmonies. Okay, one more time. Sopranos, just delicately place, you have, as you can see, your rhythm is you're the frosting on the cake here. The tenor, alto, bass are all kind of underneath you doing the same stuff, but you guys get to spread out.
Could you clarify the rhythm of the last measure of the first system in 20?
Yeah, and some of you are not doing 30, 30, 33, 33. You're kind of, some of you are trying to, and the tur is coming out because of the high note, so it should be, the same with alto, somebody, yeah, bass alto. Very relaxed, non-effortful, non-declamatory, just really The autumn. No nothing. No leaf, nothing should stick out. Okay, let's try one more time. And I think this will be great. This will be perfecto. Here we go. Oh, wait, there's another page. Forgot about that. All right, anyway, yeah, this piece has two lovely sections. And anyway, we're going to slam through this one more time and then read to the end. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Square 11. Ready, and go. Just be very delicate there and watch like a hawk. Eric, remember that. Baritone solo, and then we do page 26. Make sure you're picking the right line, whoever you are. Sopranos, basses in particular. Altos, you divide as well as a little. Does the tenors ever divide? No. I think just altos divide.
Yeah.
Sopranos
divided.
Well, I've already said that. I said sopranos and basses. But I was looking at alto. I see tenor 1 and 2 at the beginning, but I don't see any tenor 2. Yeah, altos divide, but tenor, it says tenor 1, 2, but it's just tenor. So here we go. It's the same music, but there's some extra soprano stuff going on. And we may need to audition this, I hate to say, because it is, it's a certain kind of maraschino cherry that's going on here. We got a nice high, light, pianissimo descant. So, but for now, let's wait and see who that might be. Take it home, decide. We're not gonna fight it now because we only have 1 minute. So we're gonna read and go home. So here's page 26. No one sings soprano 1. For now. Okay. Ready, and 1. Sing the last chord. No, sing the chord you just sang before again. Spell it. Last 2 measures, ready, and go. No R. Yeah, I heard it. And the tuning improved even. Good, thank you. We will go to Dirge for 2 veterans next time, Saturday. Thank you all.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12 here. I know, I got this one. I'm missing the May 31st. I'm watching that.
Yeah, a couple of them, yeah.
You're missing
Thank you, Tim.
Oh, thank you. Bye, everybody.